is the story about the mouse, the bird, and the sausage. Once upon a time, 3 friends lived together in a little red house. It was a mouse, a bird, and a sausage. They had lived together for a long time, and they were good friends. They lived in peace and liked each other very much. The 3 friends had different tasks to do every day. These tasks they had decided when they moved into the little house for a very long time ago. The bird's task was to fly into the big forest and fetch some wood every day. The little mouse, he had to carry water, made a fire, and set the table before dinner. And the sausage did the cooking every day. One day, the bird met another bird in the forest. The 2 birds started to talk, and they talked about how they lived. The 2 birds lived in very different ways. The other bird said to him that he shouldn't work so hard with the wood every day, because the mouse and the sausage didn't work so hard with their tasks. When they had finished their tasks, they could rest all day, but the bird was in the forest all day long. For example, when the mouse had made a fire and carried the water, she could sit in the living room and rest until it was time for her to set the table. The sausage had only to stay by the pot watching the food cook. "This isn't fair for you," said the other bird. The 2 birds said goodbye and flew away. When next day came, the bird refused to go to the forest. He said to the mouse and the sausage that he didn't want to be their servant anymore. He was tired of doing more than his 2 friends. He decided that everyone should try a new, different task for a change. The mouse and the sausage didn't want to change their tasks, but the bird was the one who decided, and he forced them to give it a try. After a while, they decided that the sausage was to fetch wood, and the mouse became the new cook. The bird was to carry water, made a fire, and set the table. So, the next day, the sausage went to the forest, the bird made a fire, and the mouse put on the pot, and they waited for the sausage to return with the wood. The sausage stayed out for a very long time, and the other 2 feared that something bad had happened. The bird flew off to the forest to see if he could find the sausage. On his way, he met a dog. The dog had taken the sausage and had just eaten it up. The bird was so angry, and he asked the dog why he had eaten his friend. The dog said that he had discovered forged letters on the sausage who said, "Eat me." Filled with sorrow, the bird carried the wood home himself and told the mouse about what had happened to their friend. They were very sad, but they decided to stay together and make the best of it. The bird started to set the table, and the mouse prepared the food. She jumped into the pot, as the sausage had always done, but it was so hot, so her hair and skin were scalded off, and she died. When the bird wanted to eat, no cook was there. He went outside and looked everywhere, but no cook was to be found. When he was outside, the wood caught fire, and the entire house was soon aflame. The bird hurried to the well to fetch water, but the bucket fell into the well, and took the bird down too, and the bird drowned. This was the end of the three friends, the mouse, the bird, and the sausage.